Peterson, the challenger from the nation's capital in gold. This for the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship of the World. And Al, as you said, for Lamont Peterson, like the Grateful Dead, he needs a miracle.
He does for sure. And the press row, I'm sure, will agree with you in terms of their scoring. Doug Fisher from Ring Magazine has it the closest. Leighton Jin from the Desert Sun, a big edge, and also Steve Kim of Max Boxing. And I agree with Steve Kim in terms of the scoring, and I think it would take a knockout for Lamont Peterson to win this fight. I love both the corners, you know, Barry Hunter and Joe Diaz. Not only are they doing good work in this fight, they treat their fighters with respect and dignity, and you can't ask for more than that.
Peterson swinging for the fences on that left hook. But Bradley's reflex is just way too quick.
Hey, I got a cut underneath my butt. Let's go, box.
Now a cut.
You all right?
Under the left eye.
And Pat Russell explaining it was from a clash of heads.
May have even been a shoulder. I'm not necessarily sure.
Yeah, but it was something other than a punch. And so, of course, in theory, if that caused this fight to stop before round 12 ends, then we'd go to the scorecards. And we would assume Tim Bradley would be ahead in that case. But the cut is way under the left eye.
Bradley's done a nice job for most of this fight of establishing his balance, not leaning over.
Now, Bradley's throwing a few wide, wild punches, but even when he does that, and there's a nice right by Peterson, we haven't seen Peterson land anything to the head that would really hurt him. And with a little over a minute left, it's going to take something like that from Peterson to win this fight. Finally, a good uppercut from Peterson. We thought that would be an important weapon. It hasn't. And the crowd tells Tim Bradley what they think of him.
Tim Bradley 50 seconds away from defending his WBO Junior Welterweight Championship against Lamont Peterson. It's been a very good fight. Bradley displaying tons of skill, movement, accuracy, power, versatility in his hometown. And he told us that he's through chasing guys. The Floyd Mayweathers, the Ricky Hattons. He just wants to be him.
Yeah, it's a very good point, and I'll tell you what, this was a fight Bradley and his camp understood was a dangerous fight for them. He's done a great job.
8 seconds to go. Peterson throwing. Both fighters toe-to-toe. Center of the ring. Right away to end the year on Showtime. Timothy Bradley, best performance that we've seen from him so far. So Al, some of your final thoughts as this one goes to the scorecard.
You know, Lamont Peterson
take on all comers, wanted to fight the best to prove that he is the best, doesn't want to duck anybody, and he did it tonight. And a key moment in this fight, round 3, the knockdown.
This was an interesting round on many levels, round number 3. It created the only knockdown in the fight, which came from a right hand kind of on the top of the head of Lamont Peterson. And while you would think this would be a seminal moment in this fight, more for Bradley, it was in a couple different ways. Because this was the round in which not only did Peterson get knocked down, he came back in the round to fight the best round he's probably fought in the fight. And because after this knockdown, they went on the inside toe-to-toe, it made Joe Diaz implore Bradley to not stand in front of Peterson. And so this knockdown really helped Bradley win the fight, because after what Peterson did after it, they changed strategy and it helped him even more.
Well said, Al. Absolutely right. Let's go inside the ring for the official decision and our Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Denny Nelson, scores about 118 to 110. Judge Jose Cobian scores about 119 to 108. And Fritz Werner sees the bout 120 to 107. All three in favor of the winner. And still, the WBO Junior Welterweight Champion of the world, the Desert Storm, Timothy Bradley.
Timothy, the Desert Storm Bradley, retains his WBO Junior Welterweight Champion.
Thank you, Jesus, for allowing me to come out here and perform. I got to the ring safely, and Lamont too. But I was saying he was a beast, man, that he came out. He made me fight, you know, like nobody else did ever in my career. You know, he stepped up when he had to, but, you know, he came up a little short. I was ready. I knew he was coming to fight, and he put on a great show, man. He's a tough fighter. I have all respect for him. He's my hardest fighter that I ever faced today.
That's quite a compliment. Inside, when he was fighting inside, he seemed to be very effective at the body, and you were able to make an adjustment in about the third or fourth round.
Yeah, you know what? My conditioning is real superior. You know, so they came in with a game plan to break me down, you know, to slow me down in the later rounds, and they did what they were supposed to do. You know, I felt a little gas in there, you know, after about the 6th, 7th round. You know, I caught my second win around the 8th and 9th and tried to pick it up, you know, but he just kept stepping it up, and I knew that I had to keep on moving and keep on using my jab and listen to my corner.
Timothy, let's take a look at the monitor, and Lamont, if you'll come in here, tell us exactly what happened here in the third round when you were able to knock him down.
Oh, you know what? I think it was a glancing shot behind the head. It was behind the ear, so, you know, it kind of knocked the equilibrium off. He didn't look really hurt right there, but I think it was a glancing blow right behind the ear.
Lamont, what did you think of that punch right there and going down?
It kind of hit me, like he said, glancing blow behind the head. I told the referee, you know, was kind of behind the head, but, you know, I guess it was a legal shot, you know, good shot. Put me down, but I wasn't really hurt.
Was it a turning point in the fight because you seemed to get energized afterwards, and you were, you know, pointing to your heart that you had withstood it, and you seemed to get a little bit energized? Was that a turning point in the fight?
Yes. You know, my plan was to come out and win the early rounds and put pressure on him so I can box in the end. But when, you know, the knockdown happened and I lost a few rounds, you know, it kind of put me, you know, in a situation where I wanted to pressure him. And so that was the case.
Was it simply a case of where he was too quick for you and you could not fight on the outside?
Yeah, I wanted him to fight with me more, but he, you know, he was smart and he was on the outside using this, using the ring and doing his job.
Did he confuse you at all when he went southpaw?
Nah, you know, I saw he went southpaw. You know, it wasn't really a big deal. You know, I do pretty good with southpaws. Just, you know, regardless if he was orthodox or southpaw, he wasn't a really easy target to hit.
What will you do now? What would you like to do next?
Whatever, you know, whatever comes up. You know, another big fight. You know, whatever the case may be. You know, I feel as though I put on a good performance, and you know, I showed my heart. You know, I didn't come out with the win today, but you know, of course, I can go back to the drawing board and I can compete with the best fighters out there.
You've got a good future, Lamont, and everybody's enamored with your story. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Timothy, what will be next for you now? Amir Khan, possibly?
Whoever they line up, it don't matter. You know, I'm a road warrior. I'll go anywhere, any place, anywhere. Just show me the money, baby, and we'll be there. That's all it is, you know. Wherever my promoters and my managers sit down and they talk, it don't matter from this point on. I did what I had to do tonight, got the victory. I probably looked a little sloppy in there. You know, Lamont's a great fighter. He's a great warrior, and he will be back. Watch out, everybody, for Lamont Peterson.
Final thought. Al Bernstein said that, like every great champion, and it's something that Gil Clancy said many years ago, they improve with every fight. Do you feel as though you are continuing to get better and better with each fight?
Absolutely. You know, I got a great team behind me. You know, I got a lot of faith in myself, a lot of faith in God, and you know, we work hard every single day in the gym. I never take a few months off. I'm always running. I'm always working out in the gym. You know, I'm just focused and hungry. Focused and hungry for the top.
All right. Happy holidays and congratulations, Timothy.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. Hey, Grant.
All right, back to you guys.
Boxing, baby, Grant.
Thank you very much, Jim. Congratulations.